Welcome to Seer and Higher Self, the decree. And this is part 6, and we are doing the body decree. If you are tired, overwhelmed, there's different things happening with your body. Let's clear it. Okay. So the decree removes what was placed over it. It's interference. And so what it is you are claiming your sovereignty and you are claiming your body in Source's name. And so what will remain is your sovereign being that is landed in the body, a calm nervous system, a body that was already designed to feel joyful, relaxed, landed, sovereign, free. Free of interference. So 3D, 4D is all interference. So we're here to remove the interference. And so the first step was the welcome, the first part of this series. The second part of this series was naming your space, which is very important because you're claiming your space in Source's name. And then how to prepare your space. So with essential oils and spritzing the corners and then salt in all 4 corners, just a little tiny pinch in the 4 corners of the room. Oh, I just banged the essential oils. And then just essential oils. So make sure you go through the parts. So the essential ones is like 6 parts, but we're going to continue on. But this is kind of preparing the way and then also gets you used to preparing your space and claiming your space so that you're not constantly interfered with, that your nervous system isn't constantly agitated. Oof. Yeah, just even saying the words agitates my system. Okay, so for the body decree, so the part 4 was also bringing plants in. The rue plant, RUI, is really important. And then you can also bring in mint and white sage, cedar for the outside of the doorway. Um, uh, okay, good. So we're getting rid of the energetic cords. Okay, they're very draining. They drain your life force. And this has kind of been going on for around 2000 years. Okay, so this isn't new. The core of the decree is I am sovereign. I sever these energetic cords myself. And there's different types of cords that have been kind of installed, and there's like control cords that manipulate your thoughts, emotions, vibration, and then karma cords that keep you in the loop of do-overs, and then looping with the same people or the same type of people. Okay, so once you've named your space, now let's start and affirm. So with your named space, say that out loud. And then affirm only source enters here and all else is refused entry. Boom, boom. And now you want to call in your team. So your higher self is connected to source. So you're a source emanated being. So call in the team of unconditional love. So you can call in God, source, divine presence. That's Eckhart's word, divine presence. And then if there are guides and angels that you have an affinity with, just call them in, but say, even with Yeshua, say Yeshua of unconditional love or Mother Mary of unconditional love, Miriam of unconditional love. And then to start, all you need is a blank white piece of paper and a pen or a pencil. And we're going to write the decree down. And then I will say it to you and then just write it down as I've said it to you. Now, we also are going to burn this decree, this piece of paper, but we need to do it safely. And so I don't live in a house. I live in a small space. And so I use like a pot or a metal bowl, something that's fireproof, that you're not going to burn anything. So do it safely. Or you can do it outside. And then you're going to need some kind of a lighter or matches to light it on fire. And then like tongs or something to hold it so that you aren't holding it with your hand. So safety is really important. I'm not telling anybody what to do in an unsafe way. So safety is really important, right? And so just make sure that you're an adult watching this and you're doing this in a really safe, secure way. So you can hold the, let's see if I have some, oh, I don't have them close by, but I have some metal tongs close by because I burn things. And then just hold the little like corner of the piece of paper like this, and you want to just hold it with the tongs. And then you can fold it in half as well. And then once you burn it in the pot or a basin or something that's safe, you're going to make sure that you collect all the ashes though, like don't have anything else in the pot or in the bowl. Like you can have like a metal bowl or something that's safe to burn a piece of paper in, like so it'll be like you can fold it in and it'll be like this size. But you want to make sure that there's nothing else in it. You want to make sure all of it burns. And I've seen like some names not being burned, even though it's like a whole piece of paper. The name is over here and it doesn't burn. So it's quite amazing. And then you want to put some salt on it once it's burned to make sure that all the ashes are burned. And then you're going to flush it down the toilet or put it where the toilet is. Some people have an outhouse and put it in an outhouse. You could probably, I mean, bury it, but I mean, it's kind of like the flushing away, like the removal, you want it away from you. So, and just, affirm again, only source. So if you feel like I have some clients that they love the word God and the others that don't, but it's a higher source, but it's source, so Eckhart Tolle, he prefers the words divine presence. Okay, so but follow the process. So make sure you do part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and this is part 6. Okay, so to start, you're going to start writing on the piece of paper. So I always say like, write kind of small because what you're going to fill the whole piece of paper. So write it as I say it. So I, and then your full name. If you have middle names, you can write your full name, your birth, like your birth date, the month, the year, and the day, the place of birth, the time of birth if you have it. If you don't, it's okay. The city or town that you were born in, the state or the province, the country. And then after that, write in full source, SOURCE, sovereignty. And I'll spell sovereignty, SOVEREIGNTY, in full source sovereignty, and with the witnessed authority of the team, which is your higher self, and then your guides of unconditional love, angels of unconditional love, archangels of unconditional love, but make sure they are of unconditional love. Then I hereby declare Affirm, I claim this body in Source's name. All contracts, cords, vows, VOWS, karmic agreements, karmic, KARMIC, karmic agreements, soul ties, energetic connections, and the body. So name the people that have harmed your body. If you have their full name and date of birth, the time, not the time, but the day, the month, and the year. If not, it's okay. You can just have whatever name you have. And then name all of the people that have harmed your body. And it's your emotional body as well, right? So if there's been emotional abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, I know that this is not easy, but we want the looping to stop. We want the people that caused harm in another time space, we want it to not interfere with you in the present. And that is the goal. It is not to cause more harm. It's not to cause harm in the present. It's to stop the agitation and to stop the recursive loops or thinking or even the memory in the mind. Okay, so you name the people that harmed the body, and then write all of this down. So I claim my DNA. My 12 strand to 48 strand DNA. I claim my RNA. I claim my blood. I claim my brain. I claim every cell. I claim every organ, especially the heart. I claim every system, especially the nervous system. I claim every fiber. I claim every nerve. I claim every bone. I claim every breath. What was installed without permission in this body must go. What was placed over what this body actually is must go. The cellular buffer, BUFFER, for protection is no longer needed, meaning we don't want that interference, and releases in its own appointed, source-directed timing. So source will remove it as it is safe for you. So I'll say that line again because it's quite long. The cellular buffer built for protection is no longer needed. It's kind of, you don't have to write this down, but it's kind of like, when you have like a cut and then the body overreacts and sends too much to heal that scar. And then you have too much scar tissue. It's kind of like that. So again, write this down. The cellular buffer, if you will, if you choose, okay? It's all free will choice. Earth is free will choice. The cellular buffer built for protection is no longer needed and releases in its own appointed, source directed timing. Right? We're not controlling anything. We're not making anything happen. We are stating what we want cleared, and released in Source's name. So all are severed, dissolved, and nullified, NULLIFIED, across all timelines. It's very thorough. You don't have to write that down. Across all timelines, past, present, future, all dimensions. I feel like I'm getting heated up. You don't have to write that down. So all dimensions, 3D, 4D, 5D, and beyond. All incarnations, Earth and elsewhere. Updated in the Akashic records, which are your soul's complete history across timelines. It's like an energetic records. The Book of Life, updated in the Book of Life. The divine records of souls and their contracts. So this is very thorough. You don't have to write that down. This, you can see it's very thorough. Like, we're updating the Akashic records, the Book of Life. Now we're updating the tapestry, the interwoven web of all connections, karma, and agreements. And remember, we're doing this with our higher selves, with Source, and our team of unconditional love. And then the cosmic records recorded with the Egyptian timeline by Thoth in the Egyptian tradition. So we're going to the root. Thoth will know if those records need to be updated. He's the one that is in charge of the cosmic records. I revoke all permission for any access to my energy, for anything to draw on my field, to remain in my timeline, to hold any claim on my resources, my body, and my sovereignty. Sovereignty is SOVEREIGNT. You don't have to worry about spelling, but some people like knowing how to spell. But I can feel like my third eye is like ping, 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 ping. Okay, so continuing on. So I revoke all permission for access to my energy, to draw on my field, to remain in my timeline, to hold any claim on my resources, my body, and my sovereignty, period. New sentence. I reclaim this body is Source, moving through the sovereign instrument of the embodied being on earth in a 3D body. I reclaim all energy given. I reclaim all loyalty extended. I reclaim all hope invested. I reclaim my complete and total sovereign freedom. I was patient. I gave chances. I am complete. This severance is final and irreversible. This body is the golden key. The body is the compass. The body is the pillar of light, Source's golden light. You're doing great. Keep writing. Okay, we're almost there. The body never lied. The body always tells the truth. Not once, but in all lifetimes and all timelines. I claim it completely, sovereignly in Source's name, and witnessed by, and then write your higher self, and then you can name your guides specifically of unconditional love. Good. Breathe. Because your body is reacting as soon as the words are spoken. Okay, so witnessed by, and then your higher self, and then naming your team of unconditional love. So let it be updated in the Akashic records. The Book of Life, the Tapestry, the Cosmic Records with Thoth from the Egyptian timeline. Good. I claim this in Source's name. Source, S-O-U-R-C-E. I claim this in Source's name. It is sealed. It is irreversible. IRREVERSIBLE. Hope I got that right. Irreversible. If not, you get the gist. It is declared. I am not of their realm. Realm is REALM. I am not of their realm. And this realm has no claim on what I am. And so be it. It is done. Claimed. Period. Sovereign. Period. No vacancy. Period. Signed in sovereignty. SOV. SOVEREIGNTY. Signed in sovereignty. And your full name. Today's full date. Day, month, year. Can even put the time. Your signature. Or if you have a sigil, you can put your sigil, S-I-G-I-L. So it's like a drawing. And take a breath. That's intense. It is intense. It's even intense when I read it. I've done it. It's a remarkable, amazing, amazing thing to do. And I've also done it with other people and witnessed their decrees. Okay, so now it's really important that you take your piece of paper and you've written on it and that you speak it out loud 3 times. And it's really important because your voice holds frequency, and we also want to claim it for ourselves. because you're breathing in and you're noticing how is your body feeling. Like one person, she got so tired reading it the second time, like almost like she wanted to lie down and go to sleep. It was so hard, but she carried on, continued on. And then the third time she read it, she felt a lightness and a relief. And so if you feel tired or if you feel agitated or if there's different sensations that are coming up on the body, it means the decree is working. Things are shifting. Okay, so now in your very, very, very super safe and secure way of burning your piece of paper, you can fold it. Fold it in half and then fold it again. And then have your metal tongs or something, that's safe. Put it on a corner that doesn't have any writing. And then basically you're going to light it on fire. And then just let it burn and then put it in a bowl or a pot. One of my clients did it on her stove. She had a gas stove, she turned it on, she lit it, and then she put it in a pot. And actually, she had the video so I could see it burning. And it went, sometimes it's interesting. It can go up and burn right away really fast, or it can burn very slowly. Or there can be specific parts that don't burn. So be curious what doesn't burn and then light it again and burn it. So, but make sure it's really, do it really safely. And if you do it in a fireplace, make sure there's not other ash in the fireplace. So you're not combining it with other ashes. So, because you want to get rid of these ashes. And then put a little bit of salt, sea salt, a little sprinkle on the burned ashes. And then you're going to flush them down the toilet. And then just make sure they are flushed down the toilet. I've had to flush again because the ashes, they're a little sneaky, right? They don't want you to claim your sovereignty that it's done, that your body is yours. The technology is claimed in Source's name, that your body is claimed in Source's name, and that you're removing and you're naming and removing out of your body what is not for your highest and greatest good. And you're the one that's claiming it. So always follow your own discernment. And if you have certain medical situations, you can always add those to your decree. And you can name them, but it pretty much names all parts of the body. Follow your own intuition and your gut instinct. And your personal sovereignty matters more than anything. So you're claiming your liberation for yourself and for your body, and you are claiming it in Source's name. And, let me know how it goes. Okay, so this is part 6 of the Seer and Higher Self, the decree. And this decree in particular is the body. So thank you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, breathe. This is a really big one. The body, so much happens to our bodies in 3D Earth. So this is really big. And we're claiming it in all time spaces. And we're updating our records. It's really important. And we're doing it with our team of unconditional love. So thanks for being here.